Wukong has Armor Crush, so that is a thing to be able to help, but yeah, I'm looking at this. Linfeng can pick up Azonias. You're feeling good about that. Harry can build every single tank item under the sun.
This allow Allah to not fall too far behind.
This is going to be a big change here. The level 2 here, Missing was able to soak experience. Pays was not, so that's a flash.
What a flash brings Moham under the turret, and we talked about the resets. Didn't think they'd come this early for Pays. It's Missing that grabs the first blood and the first step towards another bout at the Feast of Strength.
Eventually moves on and is now part of a new roster on JDG. Pays from a legendary Gen G roster. Not able to do it there as well, so kind of feeling like all these different pieces from different parts of the LPL and parts of the LCK with Pays now finally making their way onto this squad. We should be expecting more, especially for the pedigree of these players, and so seeing them lose a game to OMG is kind of a shocker, and seeing them lose out in Demacia Cup kind of felt like making sure you get those boot upgrades, and then you're coming into maybe like a 35-minute fight with tier 3 boots, but aside from that, it's not been, I think, as game-warping.
There's the first Paranoia ball delivery, followed, even though Missing flashes over, Cyclone Hero's entrance. Here comes the response to JG. They only get the knock-up and the chompers on a Moham, but they can't close the gap, so that big ult combo for OMG is 1 for 1 in this one.
No, they also used the Gallia ult during all of that, so a lot of resources to simply give over a single kill to OMG, and it doesn't mean that the first dragon here for JDG is going to be the plan. I wonder how many turret plates they're looking to grab from OMG. I mean, you have the Demolish here with Moham, but if they don't reach that breakpoint, if they're not able to find a first kill, you're diving straight into a Wukong, straight into a Jinx that should be looking to kind of find those resets and get more kills. So it's going to be 3 grubs here for OMG. As long, again, as JDG can get one of these, it's good for them, but they're pincing.
Shoon's going in. Oh, wow. Both junglers pass by each other like ships in the night, but it's going to serve Pays up on a silver platter. Missing goes down as well. Now JDG are on the retreat, but here come the twisted advanced Nature's Grasp, and it's a flash forward for Harry, trying to see how many more kills he can get his carries. Scout gonna channel the hero's entrance, somehow get it off, dashing back over towards Allah, as Jun is able to get back under the turret, so JDG, boy, do they make it cost a lot, but they deny 3 grubs over to OMG.
Allah TP'd for that play and still has the public execution. Why are we not going for the backline? I want to take a look at that replay again, just because we focus so much of it. Starry walks forward into Scout, doesn't have the blade caller. One more!
Doesn't matter.
From that, or they weren't able to grab the full set of grubs on that first take, so it's just going to mean that, yeah, we're kind of moving. It's too late. Okay, well, we've seen enough of that ultimate kind of take too many objectives. We're looking at Herald spawning in a minute and a half. Maybe that's something for them. And again, I'm looking at item completions now. Everybody has their legendary item. Harry just finished.
Here we go.
We're finding Pays.
Do not have the Orianna for the extra damage. Shoot's going to fly in with a Cyclone. Pays doesn't have either summoner by this point, and Hug's going to get the kill. Starry flashing forward. Maybe a little ill-advised. Wasn't needed.
Flash from their AD carry. They no longer have the Nocturne ultimate. Even with the experimental Hex plate, it's still going to take a little bit before this objective or this cooldown is back up. Linfeng takes the top tier 1. We're TPing for this play. The trigger a little too soon.
The power of lacking a Paranoia play here just makes Hung very easily not capable of making these plays. Man, Pays has just put in a hurt locker this game. Scout, though, is going all out to try and trade out Starry, but this is Tank Galli who doesn't have the damage, so Shun brings it in. And this time, Pays' death shouldn't cost JDG too much, but Allah on the back end to a game win, because at this current point, it doesn't feel like enough, so maybe a Rift Herald breaking down the mid-tier 1 will add a bit of extra insurance. Certainly does in the gold department as the lead balloons to nearly 4,000.
For their system, I mean, their team did not get any particularly great standings, but I mean, if you're able to show up against JDG, that's a big win.
Whoa, Missing and Shun are going in very hastily with the Galli ultimate, but that's a huge shockwave. Linfeng, as you called out, has the big play, but doesn't result in kills. They got Ola to deal with in the backline, dashing in and out, cooldown reset after reset. The power of Arcane is in the hands of Ola, and they're trying to hunt down the rest of OMG who are scattered to the wayside. Pays steps up with not enough damage, and it ends up being a dead even split fight.
Has gotten the Ruinous Otacon. We've had games where there's like 18 kills plus in the early game, and it's still voracious. I'm like, okay, guys, come on.
A little early there, Pays. Second game in a row, by the way, where Otacon could decide the feats of strength. Shun, that's way too early to fly in with the Cyclone. And there's Ruinous Otacon. Now OMG, why not keep fighting? You just got revives on top of revives. There they all go back to their base. Scout's going to try and clean up the last bit of them, so at least JDG are going to make sure the revive doesn't grant a ton of power over to OMG, but that's a huge amount of gold that you nerf from JDG grabbing back.
The correct play, but they get a lot of great tools out from their opponents. Specifically now, Starry no longer having that ultimate is going to be a big ticket win for JDG.
OMG do silver. I'm not calling it silver lining. An extra bonus on the back end. They have feats of strength again, so they grab that off the Otacon as well. Get a bit extra buff for all of their boots and to buff up what their gold lead currently looks like. But
like a Mountain Soul versus a team like this, it's like, well, we don't have the damage, but we are tanky enough that your Jinx does not survive long enough to actually kill us. So something to think about as we get further into this game. Another dragon going over to the side of OMG.
But undisciplined, trying to create vision in their own jungle.
Okay, mid priority. They have the mid tier 1, so it's a lot easier for OMG to walk in, clear the wave. Scout has taken a turret on the opposite side.
Baron Pit and maybe a tier 2 on the way out.
Yeah, I was going to say, they had great control of kind of bodying them out of the mid wave. They enter through the top side. JDG have to make an exit through the top side, and that means mid tier 2 falls. Dragon is spawning, but I just don't think we're going to be seeing any kind of souls, at least for now in this game. JDG are rushing back to the Baron, and now ultimate is back up for Linfeng. Hung's ultimate has also come back, and this Baron is gone.
Solar Flare, gonna keep everyone away. Baron secured by OMG. And Scout can't find any big taunts here. Missing is desperately looking for an angle in. Shun
and
had to use the clone to get over the wall. And yeah, the Baron that was so pivotal for this game quietly goes to OMG with not much of a murmur.
Linfeng should be able to teleport back if he really wants to be here. Harry won't be able to do the same. That was a great ultimate coming in from Hung, because it actually stops Missing from utilizing his ultimate and trying to start up a pick for his team. But Baron, for Grubs, now they need to be playing on side lanes. Ping's coming out all over the top side of the map from OMG. They want to make sure that they're protecting Hung. Now we're on the precipice here. Slayer, there is a very real possibility that OMG are going to be taking JDG to match point.
And blowing up what seemed to be a near surefire decided Group B. We talked about the caster predictions for this series. Loyal viewers of the LPL unofficial English broadcast know the content creator predictions for this Group B. And it's been anything but that now, thanks to OMG. Harry gets a bit hounded on the side, but he's going to turn with the Orianna Nocturne combination. Right now, it's got more than enough damage to deal with Shun. Down he goes. Missing falls next. Could this just be the killing blow? Now all of the engage tools for JDG are down.
And it was all eyes. Can we find Pays? Can we find the AD carry of JDG? But they say, look, we made an engage onto Shun and Missing before. It didn't quite work out, but we're 5,000 gold. Let's see if we can maybe flip our fortunes here as OMG Scout flashes forward.
Ola going into the background onto Starry, but he gets the feather pull back. The roots come across.
That's one reset.
Pays gets one reset though, thanks to the Nexus turrets. We were waiting for this Jinx to finally erupt, and this might have been the moment in the midnight witching hour for Pays and JDG to maybe save themselves in the game and the series.
Yeah, so much crowd control that he actually stops your backline from doing anything. So Maokai ult is here, setting up for
Missing just sends himself into his own demise with one dredge line. That's going to grant this turn for free to OMG, and now they can threaten a potential killer triple inhibitor take. But Shun, he's looking for the big Cyclone. He goes to the background, the public execution as well. They get towards the carries, but a great stasis from Linfeng. Shockwaves to the face of Scout. Pays gets his reset. Here comes All Out. JDG's turn. Can they get it this time? Sure damn can. Gets the taunts, gets the damage. They survive at their base once more.
From a soul, half HP, already almost down. What can JDG do?
Jun maybe looking to get them on the exit here. They're teleporting behind. It's Scout. Lights go out. Scout's all alone, 1 versus 4. But the same can be said as well for Harry. Gonna dash on top of Pays. Pays flashes over the wall. It's such a split fight. Scout on the other side has the big hero's entrance. Shun's gonna fall. Starry's able to limp away, but he's scattered to the wayside, deserted on his own, and Pays is allowed to free farm champions like they're minions at level 1. Zap steps up. Good dodge from Harry. The slows come across, and now JDG are running out of gas. They can't cut down these angles. All of these carries and takes for OMG survive. They keep Baron on 4.
Slayer, this game feels like it is not going to end. The immovable object versus the unstoppable force.
They got Pays. They found the diamond in the rough. OMG, they have the Baron on 4. Without Jinx, can JDG even hold this space?
So all they can grab are inhibitors, and that's about it. They've got 1 singular cannon minion and another wave that's about 15 seconds away from JDG's base. Remember, 4 grubs, Baron buff. Minute and 15 before that buff is gone, they should be looking to siege, and right now what we're seeing is, while they can't clear the wave, they got a hell of a lot of tanks.
Ola's going in, trying to use the hero's entrance, but Starry stays safe. That GA is going to mean absolutely nothing for JDG. Jun trying to use the clone to get back, but Starry turns and uses the blade caller. It's been imagined, and now it's reality. OMG bounce back from game 2 and force JDG to series point.
Oh my God.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.